Welcome back to another episode of Scaled Down, the series where I take something that I made a shit ton of at the kitchen and show you how to make just a little bit less at home. This week I made moussaka, which is a Greek casserole dish where a delicious beef ragu seasoned with cinnamon and oregano gets layered between potatoes and eggplant and then topped with a thick layer of bechamel sauce. And I felt a little weird about sharing this recipe because I am not Greek, like not even a little, but it's one of our most popular dishes in the summer and was scratch made because we come up with a new menu every single week. We like to draw from lots of different cuisines in order to create an interesting and well-rounded menu. And so when we're approaching a new dish, we try to research how to make it as authentically as possible while also thinking about how to make it at scale. And this is a dish that works particularly well for our format because it's very simple to plate and it's kind of better as a leftover than it is fresh. So to make it, you start by roasting off sliced Yukon Gold potatoes. And I like to do this in the dish that I'm going to build the whole thing in. No need to dirty an extra pan. I just use more olive oil than I need and roast at a high temperature so the potatoes sort of fry. Then roast off thick slices of eggplant and again, roast at a high heat so that those get nice and golden brown. And while those work, I get to work on the ragu. I start by adding beef and diced onions to a pan with a fair amount of olive oil. And I like to use this trick where I use a whisk to break up the meat as it cooks. I like this so much better than those plastic tools for this. I cook that down until the onions are completely translucent. Add some grated garlic along with some tomato paste and deglaze with red wine. That gets cooked down with some canned tomatoes along with cinnamon and oregano until it's nice and rich. Meanwhile, make a standard bechamel, which is just butter and flour cooked down with milk whisked in and cooked until thick. But this bechamel is different because you'll also whisk in egg yolk. This makes the final layer of the dish and the eggs make it thick and kind of custardy. I also whisk in some Parmesan cheese because that's what I have. But if you have Greek cheese, go for that. And then bake until the top is gorgeous and bubbly and brown.